clash between these two sides who've had differing fortunes in recent weeks. St Mirren only have one win in the last 4 matches, whereas Hearts have picked up 9 points from the last 10 to shoot themselves straight up the table. St Mirren having to operate this afternoon without Mark Fulton, who's suspended after that match at Paradise last week. But Kenny McDowell is in the side. He's passed the fitness test to link up an attack with Brian Gallagher. And Hearts, for their part, have had to shuffle their side around to cope with the absence of John Robertson through suspension. And the player coming in is Roddy MacDonald, who's back after injury. And with the side rejigged to push Donald Park perhaps up front with Kenny Black going into midfield, there's only one change in the side. There's Rooney. McAvenny playing it forward. Frank McAvenny appeared to be struggling there. I think he perhaps has just stretched his groin muscle in the early stages. He's limping slightly. And that would be a bad blow to St Mirren, their top scorer. A header from Bone. And a fine shot from Levine, well spotted by Jim Stewart. Roddy MacDonald was lucky. He misjudged the flight of the ball, but had the presence of mind to nod it backwards towards Henry Smith. Bone challenging fiercely on Clark. This is Tom Wilson. Break of the ball falls kindly for Wilson. McDowell through the middle for McAvenny. That was a good build-up from St Mirren. Gallagher, McDowell and McAvenny all involved in that after Tom Wilson made the break. Final pass carrying through to Henry Smith. There goes Clark. Steve Clark staying close to his namesake. Patrick inside for McAvenny. Holding off Kenny Black. Mackey. Coming onto his left foot, looking for a chance to shoot for goal, but Hearts get the ball away again. It's back with Wilson. Dowell's dummy. Levine reacts quicker than anyone else. Now Dave Winnie. Kenny Black restores order with the pass back to Henry Smith. Very accurate header that from Winnie. Rooney let it run, allowing Kidd to make the challenge. And Sandy Clark is onside. A great chance for Hearts. And there's the opener. Brilliantly finished by Sandy Clark. 15th minute of the match. Hearts' spell of good form continues. And a fine second goal for the club for Sandy Clark. Unlucky and away for St Mirren. The headed pass from Winnie going away from Jim Rooney. It was blocked by Kidd. The long ball forward found Clark breaking through the square defence. And the finish couldn't have been more accurate. Cooper judging the high ball better than Sandy Clark. It breaks for MacDonald. Now Whittaker. There's Donald Park looking for Bone inside. Park gets another chance. And it's cleared off the line by Steve Clark. The shot from Sandy Clark. And that was almost disastrous for St Mirren. To try to cash in at the other end, there's Brian Gallagher. And the game switching from end to end, but it's St Mirren who are breathing more easily after that error from Jim Stewart. The ball was driven in from the left flank. Stewart appeared to have it well under control. He couldn't hold it. And Sandy Clark's shot was blocked by Steve Clark on the line. The game goes on as Jordan comes it back to Henry Smith. Just a few signs now that the players are becoming a shade edgy. Certainly is a very tough struggle out there, particularly in the middle of the field. But St Mirren still with that vital edge provided by Sandy Clark's early goal. Calm piece of defending from Brian Whittaker. Job not being tempted to risk any pass into midfield, which might go wrong. Neil Cooper's header. McDonald goes down as he plays it back to Whittaker, and Peter Mackey certainly showing a lot of vigour out there. Breaks for Donald Park. And the corner kick's been given. Well, Park cashing in there, a loose piece of defending for St Mirren. The shot deflected just wide of goal to give Hearts their first corner kick and bring Roddy McDonald forward into the penalty box. Headed on by Rooney. There's Alec McDonald, taken by Wilson. And the St Mirren defence once again living dangerously. Alec McDonald had one very good chance there to beat Jim Stewart. Referee allows play to go on. A bit of jostling between Gallagher and McDonald. Here's Dave Winnie. Two McDonald's going for it. A fine effort from Rooney. And that's St Mirren's best ever of the match so far. That cross from the left found Roddy McDonald and Alec McDonald going for it. An indecisive header. There was Jim Rooney. And the ball flying just past the top corner. Mackey lofting it in. Rooney trying to make a late run, but that's easy for Henry Smith. Looking to throw the ball out short and finding the opportunity provided by Brian Whittaker. And there goes the half-time whistle. A very tough, competitive. Welcome back to Love Street as St Mirren get the second half underway. Looking no doubt to emulate the feat they achieved at Tynecastle earlier in the season when they won by 2-1. Although they did have Neil Cooper ordered off that day. These two sides locked together in joint fourth place in the Premier Division on the 13-point mark. This is certainly a match which could have very important bearing on the league positions later in the season. With both sides surely harbouring thoughts of European football next season. Alec McDonald got offside. Fitzpatrick playing it forward for Gallagher. Rooney picking up Winnie on the left. A good run from a deep position, and there's Gallagher. That appeared to come off Walter Kidd rather than Brian Gallagher, in which case it was a fine tackle. Gallagher's taken a knock, but the break by Dave Winnie made all that possible. Sprinting free on the left, playing the ball in for Gallagher. He appeared to have a good shooting chance. Walter Kidd's tackle, and there was Henry Smith. Winnie being pressurised by Clark, but there was a push by the Hearts striker. Referee McGinley gives the free kick to St Mirren. Sandy Clark expressing his own point of view to the referee. Tony Fitzpatrick. Looking for Winnie on the left, but Levine spotted that. A lot of these cross-field passes from St Mirren going wrong. There's Levine now looking for the chance for the cross. Carried away by McAvenny. Levine has done very well indeed to find Bone. And no one there for the knockdown. Rooney to Gallagher. Now Mackey. Layoff from McDowell was very accurate indeed. And Gallagher well beaten by Roddy McDonald. Fitzpatrick in a hurry to take the throw. There's Gallagher. Tom Wilson. Fine effort by Wilson. And Smith did well to beat it behind the post. Good build up that from St Mirren. It was Gallagher who needed support. He got it from that run inside from Wilson. And a well-controlled left-footed shot, bringing out a good save from Smith. There goes Sandy Clark once again. Delicate touch. And there's the second for Hearts. Right out of the blue. 15 and a half minutes into the second half. It's 2-0 to Hearts. So after withstanding a lot of pressure, the ball breaking out of the Hearts half, going forward, a race between Clark and Steve Clark. It was Sandy Clark who got clear, and he touched the ball ever so gently beyond the advancing Jim Stewart. A real shaker there for St Mirren. Neil Cooper coming in clumsily into the challenge on Donald Clark. But the recent spell of excellent Hearts form continuing. 4 wins and a draw rather before today's match. And now I suspect they'll be very difficult indeed to catch. Sandy Clark justifying that £35,000 transfer fee from Rangers. Charlton's free kick. Kidd takes the ball away from Gallagher, but here's Fitzpatrick. Now Gallagher. He's got McDowell and McAvenny up in attack, and Peter Mackey also arriving. And it comes to Fitzpatrick. That's for McDowell. And St Mirren pull one back. Kenny McDowell makes it 2-1 to Hearts, and St Mirren are right back in the match. So a fine move building up on the St Mirren left as the ball came inside from Gallagher. It found its way to Tony Fitzpatrick, who was patient at the edge of the box, waited for the angle to appear, played it through for McDowell, and there goes the ex-Partick Thistle man's first goal for his new club. Bit of barging by Neil Cooper on Sandy Clark, giving Hearts the free kick. So Brian Whittaker will take it. Clark, the two Clarks together again. Steve for St Mirren, Sandy for Hearts, as Whittaker prepares to send it forward. Roddy McDonald has stayed back this time. Sandy Clark's the target. Alec MacDonald for Sandy Clark again. And some splendid goalkeeping by Jim Stewart, going down bravely at the feet of Clark to save the day for St Mirren. Cooper's header picked up by Alec MacDonald. Winnie fails to control it. Sandy Clark teeing it up for Levine. It's a better challenge from Dave Winnie. Timed it well. Could so easily have dived into a tackle to concede a penalty kick. Hearts are anxious to make a substitution at the first opportunity. The header down by Bone towards Clark. And it's cleared for the corner kick. And I think the substitution will be made before the corner. It's Dave Bowman waiting to come on after his 2-month absence following his broken jaw. And he will come on to replace Craig Levine. Midfield man for midfield man, a limp there from Craig Levine as he comes off. John goes Bowman, and Hearts have the corner kick taken by Donald Park. Touched on by Ronnie McDonald. Jimmy Bone. 3-1 to Hearts. 25th minute of the second half, and Bone opens up the 2-goal gap once again. Coming in orthodox fashion, the corner kick from Donald Park, flicked on by Ronnie McDonald. Bone racing in from the far corner of the box, bulleting the ball home past Jim Stewart. So Jimmy Bone, with his third goal of the season, makes it 3-1 as Kenny McDowell goes off to be replaced by Ian Scanlon. Woody hoisted in. Alec McDonald is there. Won by Rooney this time. Alec McDonald with acrobatic clearance. Well taken by Black. Here's Bowman. Coming off Steve Clark. Very determined recovery tackle, but Donald Park wins it again. Alec McDonald finds Kenny Black. Rooney and Alec McDonald clash as the ball goes through to Fitzpatrick. No harm done though as the play goes on, and here's Scanlon on the left. Very neat control. Either out by Roddy McDonald. McAvenny gives it to Steve Clark to mount the attack again. There's Gallagher. A chance now for St Mirren. Brilliantly taken by Ian Scanlon. And suddenly St Mirren are right back in the match. Perfectly taken, the cross coming in at an angle, swinging towards the far post. Scanlon racing in on Mark, a powerful header, and Smith